Didn't see you there. Just fingering my boxes. So, I was sitting here thinking about a concept that I think we all think about and don't really spend enough time to kind of evaluate. And that's wants and needs. We as humans, we prioritize certain things in our lives. There are things that we find are more important or that just have more value in our lives than, other things. So let's say, for example, I don't know who's watching this. I don't know what you do on a day-to-day basis, but I'll speak a little bit about myself, try and bring perspective to other people's lives too. So there are things that we spend money on every single day. There are things that we feel like we need, or things that we want, or things that we actually need. And it's a constant cost every single month, every single week, every single day. So whether that's, for some people it might be drinking alcohol. For some people it might be smoking cigarettes. For some people it might be buying candy, buying clothes, jewelry, whatever it may be. But it's really interesting because, so I work in the service industry myself. I'm just going to keep it broad. And I had an issue with one of my pieces of equipment today. And the issue that I was having, it's going to be expensive to fix, right? So I got thinking about it. I'm on the phone with this guy that I'm talking to who's going to fix my equipment, who I move forward with. They're going to fix it. And I'm asking him how much it is and what's going on. We don't know just yet. But there was a moment in my mind where I was thinking about what I was going to have to pay for, and my brain it wanted to fight it. I didn't want to pay this, right? And so I got home, doing dishes, regular human stuff. I do it too. And I got thinking about it, and when I look at this market, right? When I'm buying boxes, when I'm buying cards, I don't hesitate, right? When I look at Zendikar, God, these set booths, it's like, what the hell? I guess it's new. Have you seen these I could crush this. Anyways, when I look at buying a booster, let's use something else. Here we go. An actual booster, but oh, wow. Dusty. When I got an actual booster box, when I buy that, I don't hesitate. I buy it right off the bat. Because my brain tells me that it's worth more in the future. Right? But the other thing to think about, though, is why do I hesitate on paying for a fix-it with my equipment in my service industry? Because, it doesn't feel good, but when you pay for it, it makes you money down the road. So it shouldn't be a different thing. That item should have as much value as this. So why do I covet this over the items that I use in my service industry? And this is something I want to bring up for all of you viewers out there, which is literally 0 on my channel, for you guys to think about on what do you spend your money on? What do you spend your time on? Why do you value it? And why do you fight other things too? when I look at fixing this item and it giving me a return on capital, and now like I'm out of that equipment, I have to go rent other equipment, I have to spend the time, the drive time, the money, all this stuff, and it makes the jobs that I do almost not worth it. I'm almost working for free here because of this one screw up that happened today. It's ridiculous. But I look at this and I'm like, why don't I covet that? Why don't I like look at that and see the value, right? So, with securities, when people buy stocks or bonds, why is it that some get a rush, but why is it that a majority of the people don't get the same rush as they would with something like this? Goes there somewhere. Here's a simple answer. Because I love this. It's because I love it. I think there's a good portion of people out there that don't even know what they love. I think there's a good portion of people that are confused as hell out there. And I also think there's a good portion of people that are willing to throw in on these and not even have enough to control their own lives outside of here. When you see me, when you see this face talking to you with this behind me, this is the perception I'm giving you. This is what, you're looking at me and your mind is going whatever direction, thinking whatever. But really, you don't know my outside life. You don't know like what I do on a daily basis. All you see is this. My life could be a flippin' disaster off screen. And so, this is my question to you guys. If you value this so much, why is it that people don't value like food as much? Some of you probably do, but most of you probably value this over food. This over fixing an item that actually makes you more efficient or gets you more capital in the future. And people get blinded and dig their hole deeper and deeper buying this kind of stuff because it's exciting. But it doesn't have like the pieces that will actually move your life forward unless you're in a stable enough place to be able to sit with this for a long time and not worry about where the hell the market is. So this is my thought to you guys out there. Think about like what you find valuable. And then think about the things that you don't find valuable. And try and find value within the things that you don't find valuable. And look at the things that you do find valuable and see if that's actually like a need of yours. Or is it just a want? These games that we play, when we're part of this, buying the stock market, throwing in on cryptos to the moon, it's exciting. But you don't want to stray too far. Because you have to remember what you need and not just what you want. Quick video, random thought.